Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dubai Fast Info. As I promised you before, that we'll be updating you with latest on Dubai job search. And I had earlier promised that we are going to uh, dig into the Dubai government and Dubai government platform to give you relevant information about Dubai. And those of you who are in Dubai for the first time and you're in search of job, this is a platform we're going to make sure that we provide you every information you need to know. So for those of you who are currently in the UAE, our episode today will be discussing about, I'll be meeting someone who has been in Dubai for quite some time now, and he's working. I know most of you probably have some doubt about you're seeing so many people working in different kind of jobs, and you are doing a very miniature job, and you're asking yourself, how come these people are getting this kind of job like that? So I have someone with me today who is going to actually, I'm going to hold a small discussion with him. He's going to educate you or to give you highlights about about his job. And for those of you who maybe have aspiration to get that kind of job, you're going to listen to him, and you can use the same approach which he used and possibly get your own job. So I am introducing to you Maxmillian Afanga. Is a very good friend of mine. He's working with Dubai.
Dubai British School,
Yeah,
Jumeirah Park.
he's working with Dubai British School. So he's going to give you more information. So nice to meet you, Mr. Maxmillian. How are you today?
It's a pleasure. Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks very much. So as you listen, this is Dubai Fast Info. We are trying as much as possible to provide vital information for all the job seekers here in UAE. So I started this initiative. I co-founded it with a friend of mine. So we are trying to see how we can educate more people here in Dubai. So um, please just permit me to like get our viewers informed. Just introduce yourself to us. Thanks.
Thank you, Stanley Lekunze. As you've said, I'm Maxmillian Afanga. I am a Cameroonian by nationality, and I live in the United Arab Emirates, precisely in Dubai. And I work as a learning support assistant with Dubai British School, Jumeirah Park.
Wow, thanks very much for that brief introduction. As viewers, as you can see, he's working as a learning support assistant. For those of you who have aspiration to become learning support assistant, he is a vital source of it. He has so much information which you can throw to us, and we'll be able to provide you feedback. Um, just drop your comments, whatsoever question you have, you can drop it below this video, and he's going to answer more and more and assist those of you who are looking for jobs. So, Mr. Maxmillian, can you kindly tell us about your job experience here in Dubai?
Wow, that question is very open.
Yeah.
Okay, I will just be very brief about my job experience in Dubai. I've been in
Okay.
Dubai for like 3 years counting now. When I just came to Dubai, it was really amazing. It was my first time of being in Dubai, in a developed country of that matter. I saw beautiful
Okay.
things, tall buildings, everything was just so new and strange. I enjoyed it. It was nice. So I started applying for a job when I just came. The first month, after dropping so many CVs around, I did not get any call. But from the second month, I got an interview from a school called Emirates International School, in which I was hired, and I was hired as a subcontractor, not under the school, but by by two parents that they wanted me to help their kids in school. So being there as a subcontractor, I was expected to have my own visa. That was my first job in Dubai. I accepted initially that I'm going to look for a company that will sponsor me and get me a resident and an Emirates ID. So they gave me 1 month to get that sorted out. And by the end of the month, I was not able to get a company that will provide me that service. So I was replaced. It was really frustrating after telling everybody that you have a job, friends, they know you have a job, now everybody is excited. Family members are happy. Oh, their child has a job already in Dubai and he's working. You know, you are seeing a brighter future for yourself working in an institution like that. And then just of a sudden, everything started falling apart. But I did not give up though. I continued searching and I found a company that accepted to sponsor me and they gave me a visa. After they gave me that visa, I got another job in a center. I was working in that center still as a learning support assistant with a child. But I was not very happy with the salary because I was paid per day, 100 dirhams per day, and I had so many bills to settle, you know, parents back at home and other things that I had to cater for. So the money was not really encouraging because during weekends, I was not paid. During public holidays, I was not paid. You know, when the child is sick and he does not come to school, I was not paid. So by the end of the month, I realized that what I'm receiving is very small. So I continue my search. And fortunately for me, I got an interview with Dubai British School, Jumeirah Park. With all my experience that I had gathered from the previous schools, I had my own visa. They still took me as a subcontractor. The school did not provide a visa for me, but the parents that I was taking care of the child was paying my salary directly to me, not through the school. So that's it. I was like a subcontractor taking care of the child in school. So I worked with that child for 1 year. At the end of the year, I got a new job. I was referred to a new school, a Canadian school. And in that school, I was received there as an educational assistant. I was assisting children who are writing advanced level and ordinary level. I was assisting them in the sciences, in maths, chemistry, physics, and other things I was doing around the school. So that school, they gave me a visa. So I canceled my visa that I had with the company that gave me the visa. I canceled it and I took a new visa from the school, under the school. That means I was directly employed by the school.
I can imagine.
So by the end of that year, the management of the school could not continue the business again. So they were shutting down. And unfortunately for us, we were only informed 1 month to the close of the academic year. It was so difficult again to get a new job in a school. So I quickly contacted my previous school, that's Dubai British School, Jumeirah Park, that this is a situation and I am free. I would like to come back if there is an opening for me. Fortunately for me, there was an opening, so they were happy to receive me back. They said they are glad to have me back because of the way I worked with them before, my reputation that I had with the school, you know. So they accepted me back still as a subcontractor. They could not provide a visa. I had to get a visa again for myself. It was also challenging. And the Canadian school canceled all the staff visas. So I got a visa for myself again, and with no interview, I just went to the parent that wanted me to work with the kid, and I had a talk with them, and that was all, no interview. I just started working with them, and it is this year that coronavirus has come and destabilize everything, even though we're working online still. Yeah. So I still work with the child now. This academic year that is starting by 30th of this month of August 2020, I will still continue working there as a subcontractor. So
Okay.
that has been my job experience in Dubai.
Wow, wow. Thanks very much for sharing that very very valuable information. Yeah, I can see you have moved from your own visa to taking company visa and then coming back to your own visa. I believe probably um, the pay package maybe I think probably it's somehow um, good for you to be able to make your own visa and then go back again and then come back to do again your own visa. The pay package should be good, right?
Yeah, the pay package is good because you cannot accept anything that is mediocre for you to get a visa. It's not easy to get your own residence under a company and then get an NOC from the
Okay.
company to work with another company. The pay package was okay.
So I just want to throw highlights to everyone who is watching here on Dubai Fast Info. As you can see, Mr. Maxmillian, he moves from his own visa and then to taking company visa and then coming back to his own visa. So um, I think that him having his own visa actually created or made his job search kind of a little bit easy. Am I true by that?
Yeah, very correct.
Okay, thanks. I just wanted to confirm that so that the viewers on Dubai Fast Info will be just to inform them that it's actually an advantage when you have your own visa. Okay, so thanks very much for that information. And there's one thing I believe that the viewers will want to know is uh, um, can you tell us how come you managed to start applying when you arrived UAE to a school? Where did the information come? Who oriented you like that?
Okay, when I just came to UAE, I heard of so many jobs opening, but I had a cousin that was already working in UAE and she was working in that same domain. So she guided me to prepare a CV. Before that, even I have a teaching experience back there in Cameroon. I used to teach in a school, in a secondary school. And I also used to run vocational courses in Boya.
Okay.
So yes, I already have I already had teaching experience. So I was very happy to get into the same line in Dubai, even though
Wow.
I looked for other jobs too, but my focus was getting the teaching job.
Wow. Thanks very much. To all the viewers here on Dubai Fast Info, the reason for that question is just to inform each and everyone who is in search of a job. The reason why Dubai Fast Info was created was to bring each and everyone on a platform where they can get this orientation before finding a job here in Dubai. So that is why I asked him that question. You can see that he was guided, he was oriented by by his cousin. So Dubai Fast Info, the major purpose for Dubai Fast Info is to guide each and everyone coming to Dubai for the first time. It doesn't matter which nationality you're coming from. We just want to guide you so that every information, every orientation that you need, you can always get it. Okay. So thanks very much again, Mr. Maximilian, for that information. Please, the viewer will want to know how your day job, like for example, in a typical day, how your job looks like.
Um, in a typical day, I get to work by 7 a.m. By 7 a.m., I should be at my job site. I work hand in glove with the class teacher to prepare worksheets for the kid that I'm working with because it's a slow learner. So we do what we call adaptation. We modify the work of the child in particular, while others are doing the general worksheets that is being printed and given to everybody. We modify their own and keep for them, for the slow learners. And then we'll wait for them to come to class. I don't go to the assembly to pick them up. The teacher will do that and bring them up to class. And They will sit down and they'll have their reading in the morning. The child that I'm working with, I will just sit beside the child to guide the child as the child is reading, to hear what he is reading, if he is pronouncing his words correctly, and I will guide him in that. After reading, they can have English language or maths or something else. So when the worksheets are given, I still sit beside the child, and the instruction that the class teacher has given, I will repeat the instruction again for the child to get it, because he is a slow learner. So the teacher can give like 5 instructions that do this, 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 and this. The child will not be able to retain all of those. So I have to repeat it to the child one after another. And that will enable him to write well. I don't write for him, I just guide him. I can read for him, I can spell for him, but I don't write in his book for him. So he does all the writing himself and everything. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's how a typical day looks like. It's not something very complicated. It's not something very hard. Anybody that is determined, if you've been in the teaching field before, you can do it. It's not difficult.
Wow, wow. Thanks very much. I hope the viewers, people are listening to this information. Mr. Maxmillian is just giving us a clue. For those of you who are looking for job, as a learning support assistant, these are valuable information which you should share to everyone. You should share to everyone and let them know that it is possible for them to get the kind of job that they always aspire to get. So, Mr. Maxmillian, we are moving to the next question. Can you tell us, or let's say, can you advise anyone who is in UAE or who have aspiration to come to UAE, if just get them, like just inform them about what they can do in order to get a similar job to yours?
Okay, what I can advise you if you are looking forward to work in an educational institution as a learning support assistant or a teacher, it's very possible to work as a teacher. It's very possible to work as a learning support assistant. But some people, you can get it directly under the school. It's very possible. People have gotten it and they are working and they are earning money. For others, it is more easier if you have your own visa and then you get in as a subcontractor under the school. And then as time goes on, you get experience, you can integrate yourself into the system. So there is no one size fit all in this situation. So don't look at like, no, you need to get a visa and then you come in as a subcontractor. It can be possible, but you can still get it directly under the school without getting your own visa, and the school provide you a visa.
Wow, wow, thanks very much. I don't know, is there any other general advice you want to give to the job seekers out there or to the viewers here on Dubai Fast Info?
I believe that if you are determined to get a particular job in Dubai, you will get it. That's just what I believe. Any field, anywhere, you will get the job. Because I've seen people of different nationalities working in almost all domains in UAE. So it is not like Africans cannot work in this particular area because it's meant for people of a particular race or color. No, that's not true. If you just make up your mind, you set your goals, you have the right qualification, and you are able to do your job well, I think you go in for the interview, you prove yourself that you can handle this particular role. They will give you an opportunity to prove yourself in the role and you will get the job. So don't be intimidated by anything that this particular job is meant for this particular people. That's not true. Just be open-minded that you can get any job anywhere as long as you are qualified for the role.
All right. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. We're coming to the end of this program. To all the viewers on Dubai Fast Info, I want to encourage you to always keep coming back to Dubai Fast Info. We are going to be interviewing more people who are working from both top level jobs to low category jobs, even to the ground level jobs, which unskilled labor to skilled labor, we're going to be interviewing them. We're going to bring this information to you. So at any point in time, you can find which place fits you, and you just get that information. You can ask your questions in the comment section, and we are going to do everything possible just to ensure that you get the answers to those questions.